afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon.
Please, may we meet you for a purpose record?
My name is AAREBIRIN Honorable Dr. FOLASHADE OLABANJI-OBA, the National Chairman, Association of Local Government Vice Chairman of Nigeria, Executive Vice Chairman, IKORODU Local Government, and founder, Asiwaju Distinguished Ambassadors Movement, Adam.
Madam, Honorable Falashade, I would like to ask about Asiwaju from you, ma. That who is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu? How do you go to meet Asiwaju?
My coming into contact with Asiwaju, for me as one of his mentees and his daughter, I think has been a great blessing for me and for people around me. Because I believe life of impact is not something that should just be limited to one person. You should also be able to light up other people's world. For me, I have gained tremendously from his wealth of experience, from his wisdom. I talk about Asiwaju and I always have a smile because I say after Asiwaju is Asiwaju. There can only be one. And I tease myself with a lot of my friends. They're like, what has Asiwaju given you? I said, there's just some great joy in my heart. The hope. So I'm glad Hope renewed that this Monday, 2023 and beyond, it's a new dawn for us in Nigeria. I learned one great thing about wherever you are, you must be the best. Surround yourself with the best. And even if they're not yet there, you shouldn't be too much in a hurry to give up on anybody. You take your time and add value and make sure you remain a blessing. So, for over 3 decades, I want to believe that Asiwaju has been more than ready and prepared for this journey. In the past few years, on Asiwaju must become our president, I think some of us took it very seriously, especially in the past 3 years. And we would be like, you must contest. Please save our country because we trust him. We're sold out on him. We bank on him. And it's not just words, it's based on his antecedents. I happen to be from Lagos State. We proudly say Lagos leads, other states follows. But a lot of the things that we enjoy about this great state has Asiwaju's footprints, blueprints, everything. Lagos, it's already planned 20 years, 30 years ahead, okay? To where people see all the projects, all the great stuffs, but his foresight is, wow, phenomenal, and when they say that when you dream big, it's not big enough around Asiwaju because he tell you there are no limitations to how far your greatness can get to. And there's a reason why we're so blessed in this country. Asiwaju would always tell anybody, we're sitting on a gold mine in this country. We don't know what we have. And so the job of being the leader, number one citizen of this country, is not something that should be taken with kids' gloves. And if you consider that even after leaving office as the governor, he still remained the people's leader. He didn't give up on the people. And one thing also I would say is his love for the people is very magnanimous. Okay, you can't have true Ashwaju for love. Yes, sometimes it can be like when he believes in a curse. It's difficult for you to say it's not that way. But it is because he takes his time, he surrounds himself, great minds, and he would always want to sample everybody's opinion, best minds in the industries and all, as to you must remain a solution provider. Yes, there will always be challenges, but Ashwaju don't want to hear too much challenges. He wants to hear solutions. No, he believes that there's no challenge that cannot be solved. So that mindset, that orientation, you know, and so growing up as a little girl, I think I was shy. And my father would always, be tough and say, yeah, you're a girl, but you're my first daughter. And you must be tough. I raised you like a guy. Now, there's that ignition in me, fired up when I see Ashwaju, when I think Ashwaju, when I read up on anything that he does, or when I meet him. I'm like, I want to jump how high, excited.
So far, so good, madam. What exactly attracts you about Asiwaju? What is the things you can tell me that attract you about Asiwaju?
Wow. I'm trying to look for the word, if I can get it. But Asiwaju to me is an embodiment of all that is good, of all that is positive, of all that, I say that no pain, no gain. Life is all about the challenges. But you would see Asiwaju in any situation, no matter how you think, "Ooh, God, how is he going to do?" There's that special thing about it. It carries a special anointing that would always excel, whatever. You might not see it in the beginning, but the end is always like, and even when people hurt him, he'll be the first person to preach to you and say, "Why? Who else do you expect them to hurt?" So his heart for me, I think is it, because you cannot outdo him for love. He forgives easily. He loves endlessly. His strength level, energetic and all that. I mean, I still celebrate him each day. People will be like, he's not strong enough, he's not whatever. I said, we all need to pray hard. If at that age we can do 100 of what he's doing, then we truly will be blessed. Okay. I followed him around a lot for the campaigns and all. And even at times I'll be like, he's not sleeping daytime. In the nighttime, too many of us around, everybody wanting it, and he will still keep going. Whether it's convenient for him or it's not convenient for him. So I think he gets his energy from the people as well. And he keeps going because he will always tell you it is all about Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you very much. We learned Asiwaju has built a lot of people. Building people from the part of Asiwaju. How many, those people that Asiwaju has built, how many of them has built another? Because I don't think we have another Asiwaju now.
I think that's it. I just told you. After Asiwaju, it's Asiwaju. Maybe we have to clone him. And everybody has a piece in understudying him. But what you have just said is a reality bite. And I think it's something that we all have to take very seriously. Okay? Asiwaju's giant strides is something that some of us must take very seriously and quickly want to emulate. Okay? Because I believe that that is the only time we can also do him proud. Okay? One person lighting another candle when it's two lighting 10, 10 lighting 1,000. And we have so many Asiwaju. When I talk about my own Asiwaju story, I want to believe that I'm the only one, that my story is unique to. No two people are the same. But creating 1,000,001,000,001 Asiwaju must be an ultimate for us in this great country. Because most people give up on themselves, limit themselves. Just look at their surrounding and be like, that's it, nothing good can come out of here. But there's Asiwaju coming out of here. And I'm telling you, I've been blessed to follow him to some of the countries outside Nigeria for some of the awards, all the accolades and all that. And I stand in awe, like this is our leader being celebrated like this. We own him in Nigeria, I pray that the good Lord spares his life, that while he's here with us, because he still has so much to do, okay? But really, really, we need to reciprocate. Some people just condemn and see all the negativities. Honestly, I haven't seen that. A lot of us believe that Asiwaju, Dr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President-elect, Federal Republic of Nigeria, is created for such a time as this in our nation. So many people, too much anxiety, whatever. But I know he's here. The reconciliation, the reconnection, the healing process and all. We all just need to open our hearts collectively and partner. The rebuilding and all that. It's going to be a collaborative effort. But genuine intentions must be sought after, okay, as citizens in Nigeria. I am unapologetically a bad squad, okay? And because I know it can only mean a better, bigger, brighter, rewarding future for us in this great nation.
Yeah, Arabumi, Princess FOLASHADE. Now that the president-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is going to be swearing in on the 29th of May, and through his agenda, he said he's working with the youth. He's not, but the youth of Nigeria, I don't think they are ready for the job because most of them did not vote for him.
I can tell you, Asiwaju won across board, okay, in every part of this country. The youths voted for him. The women voted. It's a he for she, okay? And whether you voted for him or you didn't vote for him, Asiwaju does not see that. He's going to be a president of Nigeria. He's going to be somebody that believes that everybody matters and every youth will be glad at the end of the day that we have a president like His Excellency Dr. Bola Tinubu. Now, we need to delete all these divides, ethnic lines, religious lines, age, whatever, that some people just try to use to divide us. Okay? But Asiwaju is for the youths. Asiwaju is for the women, is for the men. But I think as a woman, I want to lay claim first that Asiwaju is for us. And the gender, I mean, did anybody have their wife in the Senate, okay, among the contestants? Asiwaju says something and he proves it. He's a talk and do, okay? And I just want to say thank you, sir, for giving our incoming First Lady that pride, that sense of place to be our mother that we can all say we are proud of, okay? I wish we have more husbands like Asiwaju, Dr. Bola Tinubu, you know, because when you love, that's it. You don't care. You just want to bring out the best in your partner. And that is what he does. So he has proven it as a father, as a husband, as a leader, any which way you look at Asiwaju, you can really, really say,
I doff my accommodates a lot of things in his heart.
Yes, he accommodates, but he has space for everybody. That's why I said he has a larger than life even heart. You know, there's space for everyone, and everybody matters. And no matter all these people that right now are still feeling, oh yes, you know, I should just say, if you cannot stand and say, okay, it's only victories all the time, you want to celebrate, don't go for election. Because even when you feel you lose, you have not lost. Okay? There's always another time. This is Asiwaju's time. But it doesn't mean that we all will not have that time. So I want everybody to think Nigeria. Right now, first and foremost, we are family. And because we are family, come together, we must raise the next generation of Nigerians, next tribe of Nigerians, the best in the world. I know that if you talk about the most influential countries already, we are there as Nigeria. There's no part of this world that you will not see us flourishing and excelling. And so, obviously, we don't know the much power that we have. And in the interest of us, we must quickly run away from violence or things that can be used to divide us, because the other side of it, the extreme side of it, we can't afford it. I mean, we're at almost 200 million. There's no country on the face of the earth right now that can take over 200 million refugees. We don't want it. Instead, we should be the ones setting the pace. We are blessed. We are well endowed. God has really blessed us in this country. We are unique as Nigerians. Okay? And so the tenacity that God has given us, I'm telling you, not so many countries have it. I talk about Nigeria with so much pride. I celebrate the heritage of being a Nigerian. So,
Madam, the president-elect, from your side, you believe that we are in new era, new hope now, that Nigeria will change, Asiwaju will change Nigeria for good?
I am too sure. I am affirmative. I am too sure on that. And there's no test and run. He's ready to hit the ground running. And I'm telling you, I know that the first few weeks, months,
just a lot of 100 days,
people will be like, where has Asiwaju been all our lives? I am sure. We just, please, let's give this new government coming in a chance. Let us open our hearts. Let us all together carry this like, okay, I want to be the best as it is in Nigeria. And the divides, all the hurts, let's for once stay focused on rebuilding Nigeria.
Madam, going for the presidential now, Asiwaju is leaving Lagos. What and how do you think Lagos will be? Just look at the election we finished now. Just because Asiwaju is not in for one day. Look at how Lagos turn around.
I think now you got me excited again. We're obviously going to miss Asiwaju, but we're excited because we have our former #1 person in the state now gonna be #1 in the country.
But you know
he's an ambassador.
You know now he will be #1 father of all.
That's what I'm saying. He's an ambassador of the center of excellence. He is excellence personified. Okay? And I am glad that we have a leadership in Lagos that is also worthy of emulation. His Excellency Dr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for me, is also one of the most empathetic leaders. Okay? Hard worker, a people lover. So, yes, an extension of Asiwaju Dr. Ahmed Tinubu. And so, I think it's just going to be all the better. Nigeria in safer, better, greater hands. And it can only get better for us all. At the center and in Lagos. And I know that a lot of us will have to grow fast overnight to play catch up. Or catch up we must. It's for the better of this good country.
Madam, now let's talk about Asiwaju. Going for the presidential for the presidential now. Madam, I want to know how Asiwaju will make his cabinet. Maybe the whole people again or the new era?
I think, just like what he has said, there will be a lot of young people, obviously, but Ashwaju
In his cabinet?
in his cabinet, and across board, even in all the parastatals and all that. But really, really, Ashwaju is someone that is going to look for the best hands. Capacity, capabilities is not negotiable when you're talking His Excellency Dr. Ahmed Tinubu, because he wants to give his best. He takes his time, and I know he's already, almost half done now on the setting up on the cabinet to hit up, with. Right now he's doing meetings and all that, meeting with the best minds, thinking all the challenges that face us as a great country. So I am so sure. By the time we roll out, everybody will be proud that we have a commander in chief that is true to me.
Yeah, madam, why people called Asiwaju Lion of Bodilon? What is the meaning of the lion?
I think the lion, for so many people, have different definitions.
Yes.
But for us, or for me, maybe my opinion.
Or your opinion?
My opinion, I think in the jungle, you don't get to have many. What the lion stands for. When you have a lion with you, protecting you, watching over you, wherever the lion stands, he reigns and dominates. And very territorial, protective of his own, but there's a peace of mind. The good job of any good government is protection of lives and all that, and improving quality of lives, and and so the lion of Borderland happens to be the street where I live with. It has come to be symbolic of a pillar of strength, a tower of love, a shield, a shelter that everybody runs into and feels fulfilled from. For me, that's it.
Thank you very much. Before we round up, madam, what advice do you want for the youth of Nigeria?
I want to say that one of the greatest assets we have in this country is our youth. As a mother, I see our youths as not just leaders of tomorrow, but leaders of today. But even the scripture says, yes, the children are your inheritance from the Lord, but you will possess the gates of your enemies when you have them. And so, they should please embrace the time. Be supportive. Be proud as citizens in Nigeria. Instead of saying, what is Nigeria just going to do for me? Be proud in offering yourself total love, passion, dedication, recommitment to this great country, and saying, I might be young, but I'm recommitting myself to being the best that this country has and rewriting the story positively. I'm using that purpose because The energy is there. The wisdom, the endowment is there for our youth. Honestly, I am in love with them. Most times I see some of them, I'm like, I love you. They're like, Mom, boy, talk. I said, I'm proud to have you around. And so, in no time, you will get there. But it's a process. Life, it's a process. Don't miss out on certain things because you are in a hurry to do one other thing. One of my leaders will say, don't make haste. Make haste slowly. Make haste slowly. Yes, but the process, don't miss some things in between. Get all your knowledge and understanding, build on your character and everything, and above it all, be the best. Be all that you can be as citizen Nigeria.
What are the things you want Asiwaju to take up in times of what is happening in Nigeria?
He has already started. The first is reaching out to the other parties in saying, we all own this country. Let's work together. Okay? Let's work together as a great team. Together as best minds, we can actually achieve better. And he has reached out. And I know very soon that would be yielding positive results. But on the youth side, creating the job opportunities, the wealth. Nigeria, a lot of the things we had before was we love to spend without thinking of production. And, not saving enough and all that. Ashadu talked very much about energy, okay, the light. Lagos almost had an independent, stuff until the government at that time, obviously, they were on Lagos and they didn't allow us. But he talked about if there was energy, a lot of the industries were not going to suffer. Then the security challenges, okay? The security challenges is part of the healing process. We must quickly come together, resolve, give everybody that sense of belonging, and where it's a win-win scenario, no matter the part of the country that you're from, okay? The economy. I think that is his stuff. He's an accountant, okay? I think once a lot of people can be taken off that poverty line, it will also ease a lot of things, a lot of problems that we have right now. Then I will still talk on the women, okay? The numbers don't match up. And I am so sure and confident that, yes, the elections, we didn't have as many women this time, but what we didn't have as elective positions, we're going to have in appointments, okay? And so I am so sure on that. But really, as a trusted, loving father, I think all of us can be reassured that we got it right this time.
We got the right president this time.
Yes, we got it right this time.
That is what people said during Buhari
Yes.
time, that we have gotten the right president.
Well, I still would want to say a big thank you to His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari for the opportunity. I know that we campaigned 8 years ago. I thank God today we still have a country. when he came in, there were some parts of Nigeria that other countries' flags, in some northern parts of the country, yeah. We had Boko Haram in so many local governments that, and on so many projects that he has done that it's almost like impossible. So we went through so many challenging periods. At the time he came in, we were almost in recession, apart from the security issues. We had COVID-19, okay, that almost wanted to take out everybody in the world. And now, democracy, thank you, His Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, for INEC, okay, the process. I want to say a big thank you to INEC itself. We had the amendments to the Electoral Act, okay, last year and all that. And that is why we can say we have a fair and credible election process, okay? So, for me, I still will say a big thank you to our president. But a bigger thank you for our emerging, incoming president, okay? I mean, knowing that, Nigeria is very much a work in progress, but we're going to grow much more higher, phenomenally.
So you are part of the people that celebrate Asiwaju. You are a builder of Asiwaju. So you call him your father,
My
your
father,
mentor.
my mentor,
It's everything
my
to you.
quintessential leader, second to none.
Are you going to be like Asiwaju?
I pray I can be like him. Okay. I just hope one day he'll also be proud of me that Princess. Yeah, she's one of mine. It can only be when you have done something positive, something of pride, and you are a success story. So I'm humbled for you to even ask me that question. But I just pray that God gives me the energy, the strength, the wisdom, and the favor of God for me to be able to say, yeah, I want to be like Ashaju. And he actually helps me to be along that line. Yeah.
Can you just give me a few people that Asiwaju has made as children? In terms of entrepreneur, in terms of politics, and so many aspects. People
I don't want to get into trouble because you won't allow me for me to list all the. I probably will call thousands, millions of people.
Few.
But if I call some names, I don't call some other names.
Just few people.
But honestly, Asiwaju is a talent hunter. Asiwaju is a nation builder. And I will not limit him or underestimate his capacity by saying he's just 1 or 10 or 100. I'm telling you what the life of impact that he has led so far is priceless and uncountable. Yes.
I'll call you AAREBIRIN Princess. Honorable FOLASHADE.
OLABANJI-OBA. Yes.
No, I won't mention. People have known you as a princess.
Yes.
You understand? And that's your health tie is unique. That when people say, princess was born. So you understand. And I'm very, very, very happy the way you classify Asiwaju.
Thank you.
I'm happy because he's one of your mentor.
Yes.
And people believe that Asiwaju can do more than that.
Yes.
And we believe that Asiwaju will do more than what people expect. He will not disappoint people.
Amen.
But I would like to say thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
For giving me this opportunity to ask you about my Asiwaju story. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.